What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube. So today's going to be a bit of a different video where I am going to take you through a day in a life. So what I do throughout the day, my meals, and also my training today. Before we get into the day, I just want to give you a bit of a rundown on where I am from the last time that you saw me. So last time you saw me, I just finished a mini cut that was at the end of last year coming into Christmas. I had my laser eye surgery which went well. The surgery itself, for those of you guys that might be interested, was really weird. They pull open your eye and you can feel them touching your eye and stuff, which was very uncomfortable, but the good thing is it only lasts like up to 10 minutes and then you're finished after that. Within the next day, my vision was better. It kind of fluctuates, like it goes really good and then gets kind of worse, and you get a little bit of like glare when you're driving at night time, but now it's been 3 weeks since then, and my vision is pretty much all good. I have a follow-up this week actually, so it'll be interesting to see what they say, but for the time being the vision has been good. Still a little bit of glare. I just need to make sure I do eye drops 4 times a day, otherwise it does get a little bit dry. So after the surgery, took a little bit of time off. There was pretty much only 3 or 4 days that I didn't go to the gym, and then I eased my way back in after that. Then we started a growth phase. So body weight finished pretty low at the end of that mini cut, into the 86s at the end of that mini cut, which dropped actually very fast the last like a week or so. I believe when I did the video I was sitting about 89, and then yeah, like dropped like 3 kilos within that week. So finished around that 86, 87 mark. Restarted my growth phase. Again, it has been 3 weeks since then, and I'm back up around 89 to 90 kilos. It does fluctuate, but yeah, still very lean, of course, like only like 3-4 kilos up since then. So filled up, obviously growing a little bit, but staying very lean, which is awesome. Definitely the leanest I've been at 90 kilos, which is exciting, but of course still want to continue pushing on and getting some good size. So I'm going to take you through my day, what I'm currently eating, and I have legs today, so I'm going to take you through a bit of a vlog style leg day. Hopefully it is entertaining for you. Definitely don't have anything fancy, don't have my usual videographer behind the lens, so I hope you guys enjoy. The first meal of today, making a bit of a breakfast sandwich or breakfast burger, whatever you want to call it. I have a piece of the shortcut bacon, a kangaroo patty, which is a lean source of red meat. With that, I'm going to do a couple of slices of pickles. Don't get at me for using my fingers here. Pickles are delicious, but they are full of sodium, and this will actually be my pre-workout meal. So I will go eat. I will go train a couple hours after this. Sodium is going to be required in order to get juicy pumps and to stay hydrated. Next, I'm going to add some beetroot. So beetroots are high in nitrates, which increase nitric oxide in the body, which is going to improve blood flow. So again, going to be really good for getting a pump. Also good for blood pressure as well. And with that, I have 1 egg. Bam. breakfast burger, and I'll have a cup of orange juice as well. So that, guys, will be my meal one. Breakfast done and dusted. I'm going to sit down at the moment and watch some J3 University lectures. The one I'm currently watching is about assessing peak weeks. So if you guys don't know what J3 University is, it is a bodybuilding curriculum that you can enroll in, which goes through the A to Z of bodybuilding. So, you know, how to build muscle, nutrition, how to get lean, bodybuilding competition prep, PEDs, health monitoring, like everything you need to know. If you guys are interested in enrolling with J3U, I do have a code. So go to J3 University and you can use my code PaulV5 and that'll give you 5% off. Honestly, I've been a coach for 15 years now, and this has been the best resource, the best course that I've ever learned from, and I've spent a lot of money on education, and I'm not just saying this is the best course that you can go for. After about an hour of lectures, I am now outside and taking my guy Dougie out for his first walk of the day. I normally take him out 2, sometimes 3 times a day, depending on how much steps I need to get in, but typically twice a day, 20-30 minutes. Now after I get back from this walk, I will be heading off to the gym. Alright guys, so in the gym now, as you can probably tell, I've actually been here for like 45 minutes already. If you've been following along with my journey, you would know I am suffering from some knee issues. So I take a long time to warm up and prime my body in order to be able to get through the workout. So I started off with some stretching and core work, which included wall sits for the isometric strength, couch stretch for releasing the hip flexor, and some foam rolling on the quads. I also did 2 sets of planks, 2 sets of rope crunches, 2 sets of hip thrusts at a low intensity, and 2 sets of back extensions to fire up my glutes. I find stretching, doing the core work, doing the glute work helps put my hips in a better position, which helps my knee pain. So I didn't film any of those, as it's probably quite boring to run through, but first proper exercise for today is going to be safety bar squats. I've got 2 sets here. First one is a top set of 5 to 8, and then a second set back off of 10 to 12. Next exercise is going to be leg press. We've got 2 sets, 10 to 15 reps, which is bloody cardio, but it is what it is. This will be a quad biased leg press, so I'm going to put my feet as low as possible. Now for me,
I probably could get a little bit deeper on these sets, but I find that once they get like a little bit too deep, that's where my knee starts to hurt. So I will do my best to kind of maximize the range, but not go to a point where it causes some knee pain. As you probably saw there, I only managed to get about 8 reps or so, which is very disappointing. I was obviously hoping to get the full 15 reps there, but one, the weight felt heavy today, I don't know why, and secondarily I started feeling it a little bit in my knee, so I didn't want to push it. Wanted to, you know, make sure that my knees live to see another day, so I racked it after 8 reps. For the second set, I will have to swallow my ego, unfortunately. I'm going to pull 1 plate off each side, probably should do 2, but we'll just do 1 for now, and hopefully I can get at least 10. Again, it kind of depends on how my knee feels, but let's aim for at least 10, if not, go for 15 for this set. Come on. Exercise, we have supported Bulgarian split squats. A bit of a hack that I did is I rigged the sissy bar, the sissy bench, where you do sissy squats normally. I pulled the top part off and I put the roller on top, so I use that as my back support leg. Just allows a little more flexibility in terms of like that foot rolling, and then I'll grab onto this bench for a little bit of support, and I'll have the dumbbell in the opposite arm as my working leg. We will be doing 2 sets of 10 to 15 here. Bloody exhausted, but last exercise of today is some lying hamstring curls. I've only got 1 set here, 8 to 12, just a little bit of a hamstring volume to finish this workout, and we are done. Back home now. I had to stop by the post office to mail out some Team Paulie V shirts. If you guys are interested in getting some, they are on my website. You don't have to be one of my clients in order to cop one. So if you want to support the team, go ahead and purchase one. Post-workout meal is gonna go down now. I have 100 grams of cream of rice. I use 40 grams of Rule 1 protein. This is the white chocolate raspberry flavor that I get from Supplement Mart. There is 100 grams of strawberries, 100 grams of blueberries, and 30 grams of almond butter. With this, I'm going to have 2 of these K-Time bars, just an easy way to get some extra carbs. These are low in fat and they do have some fiber in them as well. So that is my post-workout meal, which I will knock down now. Bit of a fail on the vlog, guys. Unfortunately, the rest of the videos I filmed after that vlog did not have sound, which is extremely frustrating. So I'm going to refilm from where I have left off from that post-workout meal for the rest of my day. Most of my days are pretty much mostly the same anyway, so you will get a gist of what my typical day is like. So hopefully you guys appreciate that I am refilming for you guys. So we had the post-workout meal. I had a block of client check-ins to do, and then now I'm having my third meal, which is 80 grams of cereal, 100 grams of banana. With this, I will have 40 grams of protein. This is the Rule 1 cinnamon swirl flavor, which I mix with 200 mils of almond milk, and then I'll pour that on top of that for my third meal. So I'm cooking some rice for my next 2 meals, and I thought I'd share a tip with you guys that I thought was common sense, but apparently it's not, and that is to wash your rice before you cook it. This is going to help remove some of the starch in the rice, so this makes it easier to digest. Not only that, but it stops it from sticking together, so it's nicer to eat as well. So what you want to do is just put some water in the pot, wash it around, and that will help wash out that starch. And then you're gonna pour out the water. Do this a couple of times until the water gets mostly clear. As of late, I've actually been doing rice for 2 of my meals, which you're going to see. Typically speaking, like in the past, if you watch my previous videos, I would do 1 rice meal and either 1 potato meal or 1 frozen chips meal. But unfortunately, I've been getting some digestion issues, mainly just gas, to be honest. My poor missus. So trialing to do 2 meals of rice. Rice is one of the carbohydrates that are really easily digestible for most people. With rice and potato, a issue that may arise for some people is if you cook them and then you refrigerate them so they go cold, they start to rebuild that resistant starch, which makes it harder to digest. So as much as possible, I try to cook my rice fresh. Sometimes I do refrigerate it, but I do feel like it's more of an issue with potato than it is rice. And I was doing the frozen chips meal quite often, which I feel like may be causing me issues. I'm not too sure yet. This is only week 2 of me doing this, but you know, obviously frozen chips are pre-cooked, and then they freeze it, and then you're recooking them, so the resistant starch has built up. So yeah, that's why I'm doing 2 meals of rice, which isn't very fun, but you've got to do what you got to do. So I'll put this in the rice cooker, and that will obviously cook it cook it well. A huge tip as well that, you know, again, I thought it was common sense, but if you're a bodybuilder, invest in a rice cooker. I've talked to so many clients and other people that are either buying microwave rice, which just gets super expensive, or they're cooking it on the stove, which just takes a lot of time. Rice cooker is going to cook it better than you would on the stove, and is so much easier. You literally just put it in, forget about it, and you know, 30-40 minutes later you have cooked rice. So I'm gonna cook this, do some more client work, and then we'll have our next meal. Meal 4 is gonna go down. So for this meal, I have 250 grams of rice. There is 200 grams of chicken mince in there, and just some frozen veg mix. There's peas, corn, and carrot. I have 5 grams of olive oil in that meal as well, and 100 grams of pineapple. Little tip for you guys, if you are struggling with eating enough calories, mince is a good option to have, as obviously the mince has been broken down already, so you don't have to do a lot of chewing, so you can get the meal down faster and it digests faster as well. The peas and corn are a starchy veg which has a little bit more calories than your fibrous vegetables, so a little bit more calorie yield there as well. So I'm pretty much going to knock down this meal. At the moment, I am re-watching Attack on Titan. I watched the first 3 seasons years ago, and then it kind of lost me when there was that big gap between the seasons. So now I'm restarting it from season 1. So hopefully I'll make it all the way through. I'm gonna knock down this meal, and then I'm gonna take Dougie for his second walk of the day. Usually go out for another 20-30 minutes. From there, I will do a little bit more client work, and then sit down for my last meal of the day, which I will see you back there for. Last meal of the day, guys. We have 200 grams of rice, 200 grams of beef. There is some cabbage, onion, cucumbers in there, which were made by my beautiful girlfriend over there. And we also have some miso soup. Soup of any kind, something nice and warm, is a great way of improving digestion. It helps warm up your stomach acids, which again improves how well you absorb your food. So this will be the last meal of my day. That's my girlfriend holding my fat dog Dougie over there. We're gonna watch some Netflix whilst we demolish this meal, chill out, and then head to bed. We normally get to bed around 9:30, and then that's the wrap of today. Hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. It took me a couple attempts to film this, so if you did like it, make sure to leave a comment below and subscribe to the YouTube channel.